Chiefs rookie linebacker Leo Chenal has made a couple of plays in one preseason week. I'm going to show you and diagram exactly what he brings to the table and what his best play of the week was and why we should be excited about his future coming up in 2022. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. This is part of the Believe 2022 season series as we get ready for the preseason coming to its conclusion and eventually what we're going to see in week one. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit the thumbs up as well as getting subbed and hit that bell so you know what comes next. We have a ton going on. We're on our way. Our goal this season is 40,000 subs. We are trying to get there. With your help, we can do it. And there's a lot to be excited about. So I think that we're going to be just fine. I'm pretty excited about this particular player, as well as what he showed in week one. Now, Leo Chenal did not play with the starters, didn't get up there, played mostly in the second half with the threes and beyond. But a couple of things really came to light, and that's what we're going to go over today about how he played where. This is my favorite play of the week, and I think it really shows the dimension that you have to have from Leo Chenal going forward. It is a culmination of everything that he is good at and that he can emphasize on as a rookie as he grows into a wider, more well-rounded, shall we say, linebacker that can play backwards. This is a combination of two segments and two skill sets of a linebacker playing forward, playing aggressive, playing downhill. And that's what it comes to when it's Leo Chenal on the field, whether that's right now in the preseason as he's just getting his feet wet, or what we're going to see later in the year when he is on the field for the Kansas City Chiefs, because injuries happen, attrition happens through an NFL season, and it all becomes very, very important to have depth and have guys that have something about them that can step up and step forward. And that's what Leo brings to the table. I'm going to pause this because we're going to kind of lay it all out there. And we're going to slow it down because where we see is Leo's the only off-ball linebacker lined up right here. This is a set that you've seen the Chiefs use really, really often, and it's good training for him to be in that position. 4 down linemen rushing the passer, and he is standing up. He's going to mug up just like he did at Wisconsin and really show a little blitz threat. That changes the protection. It changes the velocity in which the quarterback's processing and trying to get the ball out, and that's really key. So as he comes up here, the ball is snapped. He's kind of showed, hey, I'm going to come, and he's reading now. He's watching that back. He is right in here coming down over watching this back as his primary target. He's going to come through. Again, not a huge rush. This is not him trying to blitz and penetrate that gap and get after quarterback. This is make contact, full extension here you see with a nice full arm, getting that guard off of his body, which is really key. This is something you don't always see Chiefs linebackers of the last 4 or 5 seasons get done. And again, this is against threes in a preseason game, so we can't start lighting off fireworks or anything. But this is key. He came down. He is a little bit upright. You'd like to see him strike with a little bit more angle here, like you see Dickerson like getting ready to move around. But that's because he knows where he's going. He's seen the back come down, and he understands as the linemen have all turned their shoulders, even the guy that he's got in front of him, the tackles certainly, they're all angling out. And so this is really nice because Leo's done phase one really well. He's come downhill. He's made contact with the offensive lineman. He's extended and been able to shed really with one arm here. And that's kind of even a nicer aspect that he's got enough functional strength to hit that, fend off that block with just one arm. That's straightforward ahead, exactly what he's best at because of his physicality and because of his athleticism. And that's where the athleticism comes in now because he's made the recognition. For those that don't see this coming, when these linemen turn their shoulders and they're heading towards the sideline, that's a screen. And it takes some experience, some instinct to kind of sniff that out. You've seen Derek Johnson in years past make a lot of plays on this because it is about a recognition factor. Now, Leo wasn't asked to play a lot of coverage at Wisconsin. In college, he was downhill, aggressive, not playing out there in space kind of linebacker. And so for him to make this initial strike, understand where the running back is and understand what he's being shown, he makes that read and comes off of it immediately. He bumps the running back as the primary receiver, as he's been taught to. Now, the receiver probably came down, and that back probably hit the hole a little bit harder than he should have. But he's made that bump to disrupt the route, and he is now got his head turned completely around, looking for the ball just as the back is. And that's what's really nice, is that he's now in tune with the play, not just trying to play the man, but he's playing the play. And that's what's really intriguing, because you would think that a running back's got a little bit of an advantage on a standard linebacker that's already come downhill and put his momentum one direction. But that's where Leo's really unique. He's got that acceleration and the change of direction that you're looking for so that he can peel off and make this. Now he's moving laterally, and not just laterally. You notice that on the corner, on the edge here, you don't see the pylon marker or the down marker. That's because this is well off the screen now in where he's trying to play functionally, and he's playing behind the line of scrimmage. As this plays forward, he's there just as the ball gets there. And honestly, I think he's going to be a lot closer in years to come. You're going to see him get a pick six off of this kind of play. I'm 100% certain, because this is so far gone and so above the board right now from what I would expect. This is ahead of where Nick Bolton was last season. And he's beaten both the linemen, one that started a whole split and body length outside of him, and now he's accelerating to the back, who's trying to turn up desperately. And Leo makes contact, good wrap up, gets that form tackle, drags him to the ground, and now you see where the line marker was right here. This is, I think, unheralded. Nobody really talked about this after the first preseason game. And that is that in a play that was ho-hum in the middle of the fourth quarter, where you just want to see guys come out and be functional, he's making big plays. As he bumps this back and makes contact, he drags him down for a yard and a half. It was probably scoped out as a yard loss. A TFL in a screen game that nobody recognized. And I think that's what's been really overlooked here for Leo Chenal in his first game out. Now let's put it back up at full speed and get another good look at it, because it's the amazing bow, contact off, get going, make that play. He's going to have to be able to do that more. He's going to have to strike with a little bit more power. He's going to have to get a little bit fuller extension against starting level players in the NFL. But that's not only acceptable, but understandable. And I think that that's going to come. But this is something that you didn't see him have to do at Wisconsin. I think this shows part of his evolution already. Now, is he turning and running with running backs down the field as well? No, that's still a point where that he has to work on. But this is the foundation. This is something that he can build his game on and make the claim, I don't have to come off the field. He's going to be able to play some snaps later. There's bound to be some linebacker injuries that could force him onto the field. And you have to think that relying on his athleticism and being able to come along here instinctually, recognize some of these things are going to pay dividends for him, not only this season, but certainly in years to come. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I just wanted to put this on film for you guys. If you like this, if this taught you something or showed you exactly what he's capable of right now, hit that thumbs up and let us know that you like this video. If you like this format or what we're doing here, we have a ton of different content on this channel. Please hit the subscribe, become one of us here at Rogue Nation as we go through the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL season. We have all kinds of things for you. Film breakdowns, simple walkthroughs like this, more detailed film reviews from Dan Harms, all kinds of player evaluation come draft time. We have analytics work that Gary McKenzie is doing. You'll see some of that from me as well. We have all kinds of live content for you as well. This is the place for Chiefs coverage on YouTube as well as in your podcast feed if that's how you found us. A lot coming for you. Pretty excited about this second preseason week, but a lot to build on right here from Leo Chenal. Thanks for joining us today.